Greetings and salutations, it's True Generic Gamer, and I got a chance to go to the test server and actually play around with the Trickster. It's a little rough, didn't have any blood points saved up on the test server. It happens, never been on it before. So, I hope you enjoy this, and I'll give a couple brief thoughts after the round and tell you what I think. Check out the character info. Jaewon Hack thrived under the attention of others, energized by every eye that watched him and every tongue that spoke his name. Amidst the prestige, he had only one desire: more. Even as a child, he found ways to draw crowds. Working at his family's restaurant, he attracted his business with spectacles he performed using throwing knives. Global tourists believe that this was his traditional South Korean experience. K-pop was right. Gladly parting with their money to witness it. Ji-woon's father spent the restaurants earning on dancing and vocal lessons, all for his son, pushing him to attain the fame he never could. Ji-woon did not disappoint. After years showcasing his abilities to nobodies at talent shows, he hit the track to stardom. Young Jin Lee, a producer at Mighty One Entertainment, recruited Ji-woon into her training program. He transferred to a dormitory in Seoul where for 14 hours a day he was crafted into a star, taught how to move and sing, how to carry himself with the right balance of confidence and modesty. Training that's a process it worked. Young Jin selected Ji-woon to join the band No Spin, bringing a raw energy to their tracks. Fame was almost immediate. Ji-woon lived in a daze of and adoration, and though the frenzied schedule exhausted his bandmates, he was invigorated. Each day was an affirmation that he was greater than the mediocrities society spewed out. But over time, the champagne grew stale. When he looked at his fans, he saw their joint envy split 5 ways, thinned out because each band member. The validation that had surged through him left a desperate yearning for more. Ji-woon kept up impressions, mimicking a charm long buried under loathing. He recorded the latest No Spin album with his bandmates, never missing a beat. After a lengthy lunch break, he returned to the studio and discovered fate had granted him a gift. The sense of burning wires was unmistakable. He rushed to the control room, finding the door blocked by fallen speakers. On the other side, his bandmates pounded on the door, their cries accompanied by the crackling of flames. Ji-woon called to them, dashing to the speakers, grabbing one and stopping. He froze. Each breath was a conscious, deliberate process requiring all his attention. The nearby cries hardly audible until slowly he backed away. And then he heard it. They were screaming his name as they burnt, screaming for him to save them. Ji-woon, 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 Hawk! It was the most beautiful thing he'd ever heard. When the fire crew rugged, his tears were genuine. Ji-woon was celebrated as a tragic figure, a hero who did all he could in a futile attempt to save his friends. Young Jin paraded him through interviews until it was time to rebrand. He was born as the Trickster, a solo artist who produced his own songs, sporting a soft heart beneath a wild exterior. Led away from concerts, setups, and television, stages something darker grew. In the night, the first was a college student with a fire escape that led to her living room window. Ji-woon woke her with a baseball bat to the skull, binding her arms and legs, gagging her with a rag duct tape into her mouth. He tortured her for hours, dissecting her life. Yet there was something missing, a connection. He wanted to hear her pleading as he cut her belly open, but all he received was muffled cries through a rag. He learned to adjust. Wow. Victims had to be abducted, driven to an abandoned building where he could let their voices carry unrestrained emotion. He made music from them, prodding to the right places to evoke different types of shrieks and howls. Stabbing the quadratus lumbarum elicited a long guttural wail, while slashing the carotid artery created a sound similar to a cat being strangled. There was honesty in their suffering. Ji-woon recorded each session, synthesizing and working them to his songs, hiding behind layers of melodies. That's just weird. He was laden with his work. He left hints for police, arranging a mink boa from a recent photo shoot around a victim's last rope. For the next killing, he removed the teeth from a man that a boxer in one of his music videos was without. During a particularly arduous plea for attention, he killed a fan and met during a VIP meetup, replacing their eyes with his diamond cufflinks and writing "I have seen God" emblazed across his chest. Each scene was a dazzling spectacle. Wow, this is messed up. Between music and murder, Jinwoo's work was discussed globally. However, as violence became his preferred art style, his music career took a hit. Revenue was down, and Mighty One executives pointed their fingers at him. Yun Jin, with professional fury, came to his defense, but she was outnumbered. It was decided that Jinwoo can no longer self-produce his songs. Well, oh boy, this is weird. The decision was devastating as tracks fused genuine humanity into music, yet executives rejected anything that wasn't generic and expected. And so be it. If they couldn't understand his heart, he would incorporate them into it until they did. He had 3 months until he was to perform a private show for Mighty One's board members. 3 months to find his magnum opus. He transferred obscene amounts of money to a veterinarian in exchange for canisters of nitrous oxide, then bribed the stage technician of Mighty One's private theater to access to the room. His celebrity granted him a benefit of the doubt no regular person could conceive. When the show was ready, gas seeped into the room as executives and stagehands awaited Jinwoo, conveniently running behind schedule. When he arrived, half-conscious bodies were displayed in their seats and crawling across the floor. He worked quickly, binding everyone, pausing only when he came to Yun Jin, the woman who had plucked him from the mudholes and set him on the path he deserved. She would be rewarded, granted special access to the coming display of wonder. Even under sedation, she fought a raging storm within her, far stronger than the others. He propped her up as a lone audience member, prying her eyes open. The others, sniffling and sobbing, were brought on stage to perform their final act. With a contemptible sneer, he slapped makeup onto their faces and shone stage lights upon them. They became his instruments. To the sound of self-produced melodies, he tortured them, gracefully dashing from one body to another, conducting an operatic crescendo from their wailings. They shouted, whimpered, screamed, cried for their loved ones, cried for their mothers. It was a magnificent outpouring of emotion of what it meant to be human, and they did it with eyes fixed on Jinwoo. Misery drained from the stage until, with the toss of his throwing knife, the final human instrument fell silent and the music stopped. Covered in sweat and blood, and exhausted Jinwoo looked at Yun Jin and bowed. Oh wow, we got a match. I am so ready to get my butt handed to me. This is probably going to be the only match. That took almost 15 minutes. Where was I? He stopped covered in sweat and blood, exhausted. Jinwoo looked at Yun Jin about. Curtain call, he had attained perfection. With blade in hand, he made his way to Yun Jin, prepared to tie up loose ends before the credits rolled. But as he reached her, the fog. From where he didn't know, but it billowed around them, damp, cool, comfortable. He saw the grand stage, hospitals and temples. Oh, we got a match. I make no promises of how this is going to go. I have never, this is my first match with him. Oh, we got a birthday cake. No. Well, cool. I have no idea. So this could be, I don't know. Kind of excited. I kind of want to always go on the test servers. I didn't know how this was going to go. This could be great or this could be awful. I am excited though. Wretched Shop, Auto Haven Records. I don't know if he's getting his own map or not. Okay. A little janky, but that's to be expected. He breathes super heavy. Okay. Kind of cool. Oh. He is much slower when he's holding his knives. That is not helpful for him. Okay. Got you once. Well, how flashier you are. Okay, that's interesting to say the least. Well, he lasts a little bit. Oh! We got something going on. I gotta... He does not move fast. I don't know how I feel about that either. I gotta go. I've got to go. Okay. I really don't know how I feel about this weapon. It's interesting to say the least. Okay, I don't know what you're gonna do, but we're doing the loopy loop. Yep. He's weird. Not quite sure how I feel about him yet. But he is slow. I don't like that though. There we go. Okay, we're... Gotcha. Okay. He is not terrible. Awkward as all get out, but he's not terrible. Okay. There we go. Oh, somebody did something. I did not have this map memorized. That is to be sure. Speaking of that, though, I don't know. I don't think I've used this character as like a zone defense. That is for sure. Whoa! Oh, that's... That was something. Okay, come on. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm out of knives. Next ones. Okay, we're going. I'm out of knives. I need more knives. Takes too long for knives, I'll say that much. Ah. I don't even see you. Okay. Oh, I thought she was gonna be in there. I have not gotten anybody or anything. Thanks. No. There we go. Oh, he's awkward and slow. Come on. There we go. He is not my bag. Sure, at this point, they're just trying to get the most out of their bang for their buck, but don't blame them. Wow, they're ready for the Huntress, say that much. Come on. Come on. Got you once. Finally. This character is not for chasing. I'll straight up say that. You want to pop him from a distance and... yep. Whoa. Darn it. Man. Get him out. Gotcha. Finally. Oh, this is not a character to chase with at all. No, not the light. Not the light. Yeah. Pretty awful. That's cool, at least. Wow, that was something. So there you have it, the round. I didn't hook a single person. Personal thoughts on the character? Well, 4.4 meter movement speed. The Survivor's 4 makes the character really unideal for chasing. With the ranged weapon, any sort of line of sight break, you are done. Character needs a buff. No. Design wise, kind of would have gone more Joker, I guess. Or more sinister anime K-pop killer. I mean, the stories sound, the characters sound, it does need tweaked. Either faster. The perks are excellent. Can't say bad about perks. I would get the character just for the perks alone and then just farm them off and be done. But I'd like to see what the devs are going to do later on to buff the killer. And until that time period, I'll try to give a couple more times. We'll go from there. And thank you for watching. And stay tuned for more Dead by Daylight. and predominantly killer rounds. See y'all on the funny page. Hey, thanks for checking me out on YouTube. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already, and the bell icon to keep up to date on streams and new videos. And always to like, comment, and share.